Good morning. I'm glad that you're here. Grab your coffee and join me. Can I tell you something I've been thinking about all week? Imagine sitting here 5 years from now, looking back and realizing today was the day that everything quietly changed. Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Retirement Runways. I'm Dawn. I'm a 61-year-old high-level manager, an ex-skating coach, and a very proud dog mom. And I am building additional income before retirement. And not because I want to retire today, but because I want options as I move towards retirement. Now, if you're wondering, am I too old? Am I too late? Are the best years behind me? Absolutely not. I think this conversation is for you. So go grab your coffee. We'll talk. For years, I thought retirement was a simple formula. Save, work hard, retire someday, and hope that everything works out. Well, then life happens. Inflation happens. We are in such different times today. Now, I watch people retire very differently than what they expected. And as a leader, I began thinking less about exiting my career and more about just simply building options as I proceeded forward. Now, one day I asked myself a question, which was, are the best years behind me or in front of me? And you know what? That changed everything. Here's a few things I've realized. Number one, experience is an advantage. Now, one thing leading people has actually taught me is that experience isn't baggage. It is a competitive advantage. Now, I've solved problems. I've adapted through lots of changes over the years. And I've learned new and exciting technologies and discovered something very important, that I am still capable of growing and learning. Now, I was surprised at how much I've enjoyed learning YouTube, and there's so much to learn about YouTube. And more importantly, really enjoyed building something new. Confidence doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from knowing you can learn. Number two, growth creates energy. Now that was something very unexpected because once I started building, I actually felt excited again. Creating feels a lot different than just consuming. Now every week I am learning, improving, and connecting with people and asking the same questions. Imagine waking up excited about something that is completely yours. Number three, why I chose this path. Now, honestly, who needs another job? We work hard all week. I wanted simply more options. I also wanted to build something that I knew could help other people. That's really important to me. Now, when I found the blueprint, I really liked it because what stood out to me that it wasn't a promise of overnight success because come on, let's be realistic. Nothing happens overnight. But it was a roadmap and it gave me a process because you know me, I'm all about process. I talked about this in the past. And there's a community that helps you and very clear steps as to what to do next. Now, I'm still learning every week, and that's exactly the way I want it. The biggest surprise on this journey has not been the technology, not even close. It's been discovering that this chapter of my life has become one of the most enjoyable. Now, if you're feeling like you've missed your chance or you're too late, I hope that you'll borrow a little bit from my perspective for a moment. Maybe it's not starting over. Maybe it's finally building something from the wisdom that you've earned over all these years for yourself. Maybe you're finally getting around to doing something just for you. Now, if you're curious about the roadmap I'm using, I've left the links below. Now, take a look, learn a little, see if it fits your goals. No pressure, it's just information. This week, I'm going to give you a challenge. Spend 10 quiet minutes with a cup of coffee. No phone, no television. Ask yourself this one question. If I believed my best years are still in front of me, what would I start today? Then write down one answer and feel free to share it with me in the comments below. Now remember, You're not too old, you're not too late, and you don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to begin. Now, here we don't burn bridges, we build retirement runways. And if you'd like to follow along on the journey as I build options for retirement, and you'd like to learn a little bit more about what that looks like, join me. And I'll see you next Friday for Coffee and Retirement Runways. Thanks. Have a good week.